Alright, seems like things are working over here. Let me just that. Getting my chat opened on my end. So there we go. And yes, I am keeping the clown as the thumbnail for the rest of this game. Because I just find that image really funny, and you know, that's it. That's my entire reasoning. I just find it funny. Alright, let's get started, shall we? Hi guys, my name's Papa Conley, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. Last time, we learned that there was a biting incident involved in the last game. And this time, we are going back to court. And are probably going to bring up the biting incident because, you know, we discovered it in the last day of investigation. And currently my bet on who the murderer is Regina. I don't know why. Again, unless there's like a mysterious new character that's introduced in the next day, which there very well could be. I mean, how would I know? December 30th, 9:41 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina, where did you come from? How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? Mo knows. Mo knows about it. So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, looks like it's time to raise the curtains. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Gina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Actually, I could... You know what? No, I'm not gonna try faking an Irish accent. That's just gonna be stupid. Everybody, let's get stuck in the legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh, my... Thanks. How are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that Sam's going to face off against the real culprit. I feel like you're not going to face off against the real culprit. I figure we'll have one more day's worth of trials. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll have to do it without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro into the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure that Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Ms. Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. We need like a game that's just like purely dedicated to Gumshoe, I think. I think that'd be a cool little like spin-off. You know, sort of like how like there's like that prequel like Great Ace Attorney Chronicles that's based off like Phoenix Wright's ancestors. We need like a Gumshoe Detective Stories type spin-off, I think. I want to feel what it's like to be Gumshoe and get constantly insulted by everyone you work for and constantly having your pay get a cut. While you're just trying your best to do your job. While some spiky-haired lawyer somehow keeps finding more evidence than you. What was that sound? Okay, I'm going crazy again. That's cool. Good to know. I love it when that happens. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Yeah, I don't think Acro did it. I feel like we're gonna have a third day. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling. But everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see a witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed was your mom. That. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with what that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little that the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Really? Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What I witnessed. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess it means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something that was contradictory in what was said just now. Let's, nothing, Your Honor. Alright, let's just, let's rehear that. Third floor. You're resting in bed. You're still able to hear a sound from the outside. May you try to see if there's a contradiction? There was a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I actually do not have evidence at all. I just kinda... Nope, I did not want to look at the Max G bust. Yeah, no, I didn't think that through. Maybe something that was said by Mo? This, what in the world is this? Ow! Client looks like to be ready to take off once again, straight towards the guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Oh, thank God I didn't get penalized. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify the truth and only the truth, as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. What if Acro's statement jives with the facts? Nothing, Your Honor. I can find a clear contradiction. I should tread lightly. Light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true, I was going to bed after all. So the light's off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside of my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see from the white roses. Do you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat. Aha! Aha! I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. I think there is something... No, I actually meant to there was actually contradiction in that. Dang it. Aha! Okay, don't... There is a contradiction this time. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. There's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the fact that I'm in... Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade one-of-a-kind model made for only Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order! As always, it looks like someone had to open their mouth before thinking. You okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about Mr. Wright? What caused the witness commit perjury in court today? Nope, that is not what I... Oops. 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 Yeah, I'm not sure if this has a leg to stand on. Kind of like our witness. Which is why he's trying to frame Max. Ow! Why me? What did I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a whip bent on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You don't happen to have proof of that. Well, that's the thing. Mr. Wright, thanks to you, I got my head lashed by Miss Von Karma's whip. I'm not getting hit for nothing, so how about you answer with an explanation? Your Honor? On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro... Well, I don't really believe that, but, like, I feel like out of the 3, that's the one that would be most likely to move the plot along. Though it's kind of stupid. I mean... Like, he literally cannot leave without help. This occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Like, I get that he has a grudge against the daughter, because, you know... Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. Let's do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that the accusation is... She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy. Okay, so that was actually the wrong... You see that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Yes. It's possible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it'd be natural for one to consider the possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice? Mo? You know, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I think I gotta... I think I'm alright. I had a... little stutter. Okay, I guess it's still going. Let me check my stream. Excuse me for 1 second. I am going to stop and restart the stream. Because I'm having some... Actually, can I just change the bitrate? Mid. Because that'd be really helpful if I could. that is not helping. Why am I getting so many dropped frames? Okay, you know what? Everything's good. Everything's working. Everything's fine. Everything is working. Hopefully the quality is not going to go down heavily. Because I did have to drop the bit rate quite a bit. And the audio bit rate. Yeah, no, I don't know what was going on there. Usually I don't have this bad problems with the bitrate on streams. Oh well, that's probably fine. Alright. Alright. I guess maybe Mo is the best bet I can make. You don't say! Oh, this is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think that you're going to get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What do you mean? What's wanted to accomplish? I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. You have any proof that this person you accused was indeed an accomplice? I feel like I goofed a lot. I feel like I goofed a bit too much. Why did my stream stop? Seriously, might need to mess with not Streamlabs. I think I might need to mess with OBS a bit more. Being kind of funky. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the lion? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking persuasive power. I missed that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty? What are you doing, Nick? Oh! Oh, it's Regina! Gonna not get this going at all. Bop it up, bop, bop it up, bop. You don't say. Then the note. Okay, yeah, no. I guess we're not supposed to say that he has an accomplice. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acroplanet committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, correct? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingaling? His room? I actually have no idea where this is going. There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. The plaza? He was at the scene of the crime itself? Right, though, the murderer wouldn't have had him met the victim. Ow! This is Von Karma. Stop it! You'll be quiet and refrain from striking people. This could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own, not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. We'll get another chance. Just 1 minute. Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. I have no idea what's going on. I legitimately have no idea where... He's obviously here this entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there could only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingaling? It's an interesting theory. That's it. Concerning that what you propose is impossible? Yes, that's it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene of the crime or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The offense was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Why, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? I can't leave my room. I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of the legal buffet. Careful, Nick, if you mess up here. Right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the Ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Well, that's not how Mr. Dingley committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna present some evidence. What Mr. Dingley used to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry. Hear me out. Maybe use the statue. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is what the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. This was dropped from a third-story window. Ah. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactus' ample bust. I'm not making jokes about it. I am better than that. Order, order! So you're saying that the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. If you were struck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. Should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Seems you can't run away from things this... Ow! I watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? On karma. You're just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. You do that all the time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. This is its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't you see things my way once in a while? You literally stall for time all the time. Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request an expert testimony. Most will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That one will sink to any low to win a case. Again, literally most of your cases have been won thanks to you stalling for time. Literally, the third episode of the first game, you falsely accused an old woman of murder just so you'd have more time to investigate. I don't think Phoenix Wright has any right to talk on the matter of stalling. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. It's impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have not known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Neither of you have rights to talk on stalling. You both clearly do it. I can't let her get to me. I have got to focus. Acro's physical state. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Honey? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Please continue with testimony, Mr. Bingling. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I won't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Why is that? If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window? How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. Currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. It's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. I remind you of another very important point. The witness was carrying the bust. He would not have been able to see out below the window. Up. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. Do you accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see the window below? Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this? If you knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That doesn't make sense. I could prove it somehow. Echo knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. Monkey. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. I did not mean to press again. Oops. I really need to start pressing the right buttons when I go to press something. Because I'm big dumb, apparently. Monkey. Are you kidding me? That... Why did I need to stop pressing and press the tab key? I keep pressing Q on accident. There we go. No. No, that doesn't count. Are you kidding me? So let's look at the murderer now, real quick. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Why do I keep... You know, maybe in hindsight I should have read the note beforehand. Are you kidding me? It's gotta be the... Okay, you know what? You know what? At least we'll get our, we'll at least get all of our little bar back at the very least. So, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, I'll look at this as a blessing, you know? Okay, yeah, the drop frames are going down by a lot. So whatever I did is currently working. I could give less of a shit. I've already had this. For the love of all that is holy. Just 19 minutes. So I've been streaming for... Gotta check my stream real quick. Is it gonna be split apart? No. Something happened. You know what? I'm not gonna worry. It's not my problem. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I could care less. I really don't think you're even the murderer. The only reason I tend to use murder is because the game wants me to, even though, honestly, if anyone, I think it might be Regina. Or a mysterious person we haven't seen yet, because honestly, I'm not entirely sure if it's Regina, if we're being honest, because, I don't know. But she did get a lion killed. Please shut your bitch ass up and let me just... There we go. Alright. There we go. I'd assume that, you know, at the very least, like his monkey might know a thing or two, but. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on, just get me back to my spot. I just... Alright. Then the bust of the head. Yeah, that should take us back to where we were before. Shut up. Okay, I don't care. Just please let me I feel like it's definitely gotta be the note. Or not the note, the or yeah, no, yeah, the note. It's I gotta use the note somewhere, I feel like. Maybe I just present the note. Maybe try the note on here. It's gotta be the note, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, I know I gotta press the note. I'm not gonna get any new information. Maybe it's on here that I'm supposed to present the note? I don't... Maybe the monkey was keeping one. I don't... Maybe he was having the monkey look out the window. Alright, come on. I really have to present something. How could he... I'm so confused. What am I supposed to present here to prove? I just don't know. Maybe, I might pull out the walkthrough because I legit cannot figure out. Okay, I'd assume that either the monkey was on the lookout or he'd know because of the note. But apparently those two do not work, so... Maybe he knew where Russell Berry would be. I think I might have to use the walkthrough for this specific one. Because this one's confusing. I have no idea where we are going with this. Like, I legitimately have no idea what the thought process with this one is, so... Wait, we only have 2 days of trial? Or 1 day of trial for this one? Wait, I thought we'd have, like, 3. Since that's what happened last... Okay, I guess Phoenix Wright wasn't wrong. I'm sorry, it's saying present the box? How would he find the box? I'm so confused. What's the logic? I am so unbelievably confused. What? I'd assume he'd either know where he is because of the note, or like he'd have the monkey pointing it out. That'd make much more sense to me than the box, because you'd have to look over and look down to see that the box is there, right? Unless maybe the box was there to begin with? No, because... Wait. Maybe it could be that the box was already in there. I don't know. I feel like that's a... I guess now I think I can kind of see it, but like, it feels like it's a stretch. Yeah, I'm trying to like go through this as quickly as possible, by the way, so that's why you can probably audibly hear. But yeah, no, I don't see the logic here. I'm so confused. There you go. Alright, sorry about that. Addiction. And statue. What, did I not? Oh, sorry, so I have to present the hat first. There we, okay. Why did I, wait, no, yeah, no, I'm supposed to present first, then... Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da, hat. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I still don't get why a stupid box is where we are deciding he's the murderer on, but you know, it's cool. It's fine. accomplice. Alright. Present.
Take that!
Alright. Let's try it again. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I did not care, do. I just want to get back to where it was before because we're using the box as evidence, which I feel like is kind of a stretch. Then again, it might just be because I forgot about the box, but it is kind of bullshit. Maybe a better hint to use the box. Or something. And you say, like, there must have been a reason he was standing still.
Objection!
Do-do-do-do-do.
Objection! Objection!
Don't give a fuck. I don't really care. Please, for the love of God, let me. Okay, there we go. We're good. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Mom was being kind of loud. Anyways. Alright, I guess we'll use the box. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, may I add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Wright. Miss Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? What? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. You should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means, this wooden box was already planned at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was the exact same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean the bus would have fallen upon the point marked out by the wooden box? There'd be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forwards. Yeah, we're not gonna do both halves of this. Yay. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Lower it with a rope? Ringmaster head could have been anywhere when the box lifted the box. That's why the box was specially made. Specially made. Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The contents? Do you recall what was inside the wooden box? There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it. Nope, that wasn't the reasoning. What's the matter? You can't get... Okay. Am I getting penalized? Maybe the weight? The box had a remarkable weight. Weight? For the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. They'll have to squat down and lift it up with their body. What'd you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box is also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. Lift the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. You did it? Did you place this one box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. What happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means you understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, I would have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room. See, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Well, exactly how the witness could have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. No place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Monkey! It's Monkey! I know it gotta be Monkey! Monkey! Monkey!
Take that!
A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey to steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. Monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze is not that shiny.
Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ugh. Acro? Money's a strong monkey, right? It'd be easier for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he was able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a room. Order! I said order. Miss Von Karma. Where's the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen that bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. You mean that this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? That's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's amount of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron. Mr. Wright's argument is so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't see yourself in my boozle, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Motive. You should know. You forgot the fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How would you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you down now. So much she has turned around. When the murder comes, it occurred where two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Monkey.
Take that!
What is this supposed to mean? Yes, what is that supposed to mean? Can I explain that to me as well? You're barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? Because you're on the wrong track. Are you telling me? Oh, okay. Wait, no, it's the bus. Yeah, no, I'm just dumb. Yeah, no, that was just me being stupid. It's the bus, not the monkey. Why did I say monkey? He saw Max's Ow. I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. This has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How was that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? That's all he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It'd be easy to hang one off one of the cards on the bust's hand. Idiot, who would in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust? No matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Questions of the utmost importance in this case. Don't you agree? Don't caught me. How, Mr. Wright? Who would put the cloak on the bust? Maybe Russell. Russell.
Take that!
Oh, him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya, actually putting all the pieces together. Only one picture I could paint, anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of the bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. Here's as he feared. He was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over and lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. That very instant, the bust hits the victim. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused a certain witness prompted. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went up about pulling the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Riley Cuz, in his wheelchair, couldn't see out the window. So he just kept pulling the bust out. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. I'm sorry, what the fuck? What was all that? Am I high? I feel like I'm high. I don't... So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon above the scene of the crime. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us? He sure has. But he hasn't come to the end of his rope now. So... what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, there are only two things that matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Forget the power of my gavel as well. That's right, the prosecutors bring up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Yeah, they say they want evidence. Explain how there can only be one possible reality. There's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam. Stop talking amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence that backs your claims. I want a hard proof that you unraveled the trick of this magic case. Maybe use Mo, since it's his... I don't know, that's a guess. No, it wasn't Mo. Mo's not... Okay, try again. I don't even remember Mo's entire eyewitness account. Maybe the hat? Problem problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols are probably numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. What the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. Fool. Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense if you look at it that way. He did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. What about the other contradiction? What contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. Let's see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instance the cloak snagged onto the bust. The cloak snagged onto the bust. What happens to the white roses? Do you get it yet? The cloak snagged onto the front of the bust. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. White roses were not visible because they were on the back of the bus. Order, order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes I did. There's something making you think that I didn't. If you didn't, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. Oh, I know exactly what the motive is. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this could be. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the Ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no denying that Acro deeply respected the Ringmaster. Acro's motive. Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's story after recess. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. I'm sorry. There is no way that I guess maybe Acro did do it? I don't know. I feel like that'd be... Okay. We have hit the hour-and-a-half mark, and considering how long it usually takes us an hour each to get through. It'd be like at the 2:30 mark by the time we'd finish up. So I'm going to end things off here, because I've got stuff to do today. That definitely was... That definitely was. I don't know what happened with the frame drops. I kind of turned down pretty much everything on the output. I turned down the audio bitrate, the video bitrate, and I turned down the encoder preset. So hopefully I might keep it like that, so hopefully we don't have that problem again. Obviously, it seems like our stream didn't have any more problem because only 3.3% of frames were dropped, so... And it's currently green right now. So I think everything should be fine. I'm going to end things off here. Again, I have zero idea what's going on. Real talk. Again, still kind of working some kinks out with OBS just because, like, for example, I'm still using my phone to see the chat right now. I'm going to see if I can get, like, a chat window or something similar to what Streamlabs had. I'm probably going to bring back, like, little edited moments, hopefully. But yeah. Getting things off here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.